Ladies and gentlemen, everything is crazy, and I'm here with you on a Friday night. Yep, we're looking at giant science fiction tornadoes, CD asterisk-sized hail. This is coming down in Kansas and Nebraska. And we had a volcano eruption. We're talking Ibu, the volcano, in Halmahera, Indonesia. We're talking intense explosions continue as that part of the world has been very active with volcanic activity over the last few months. Danny of Rojo's Garden is like, hey, did you hear the Antarctic Orca submarine volcano has been blasted by a swarm of 85,000 earthquakes? Plus, you just had another second M-class solar flare as the sun has been waking up and getting super active. The Northwest Limb just produced another M flare, this time an M1.3, 29th of April, to end one of the strongest solar activity months we have seen in years. We had an X-class flare earlier and just flares galore. And remember, we have multiple days coming up of these super duper crazy severe weather periods. Now I'm talking about this brought to us by Reed Timber Destructive Tornado near Andover, Kansas. And you can see this tornado was a monster and is literally tearing shit up. And I'd like to remind y'all again, you got chances for severe weather tonight, tomorrow, the next day, day after that, skip a day, then day after that. It's like for the next 5 days, you might see some shit like this. In this satellite imagery right here, fires in New Mexico, right by Texas, dust storms sweeping down, gravity waves. It's still one of the most interesting things we've seen in a while. So let's take a moment again to take a look at it together, shall we? Because there's so many things happening on this board. All right, so here is your danger zone here for severe weather. It's the yellow, the orange, and then there is red in the middle. And then tomorrow, this area will be in danger. Talking to you, Illinois and surrounding states. And the day after tomorrow, you get this area in Texas. And the day after that, you get another shot at Texas. And then you skip a day. And then see day 4, Texas again. The day after that, skip a day. Day 6, Texas and Oklahoma. Kansas again. So Texas, we are coming up. And tomorrow it's going to be like Illinois and Missouri and Ohio. Question mark. Wisconsin. I love you, Wisconsin and Illinois. I love all the states. Some I like a little more than others, though. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a super duper wild period. And guess what? In, I don't know, like 12 hours, we get an eclipse. And eclipses are always weird. Eclipses always make Earth weather act weird. And then you throw coronal mass ejections on top of that. This from Solar Ham. This is coronal mass ejections in the last few days. And you can see, bam, boom, bing, bam, whoa, whoa. Yep. Harry Styles, he's awesome. And Julian Casablancas, both of them are awesome. I highly recommend both of these two songs right now. Go listen to them, 11th Dimension and As It Was. You have auroras that are kicking from a geomagnetic storm. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And throw on top of that, Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Saturn, putting a show on for us in the heavens as we speak, although we can't see them until like right before dawn. The energy is really, we know it's been biblical for sure, absolutely without a doubt, but definitely today and probably for the next few days, it'll feel mythological as Pluto's just gone retrograde and we're about to have a partial lunar eclipse. Mythological, pretty close to me. Nick Dillbeck, although he was talking to something else. He was talking about the giant, massive, crazy tornadoes we have seen breaking out now. We talk about all the stuffs around here, and the markets have been dropping heavily for a while, and heavy inflation, plus the Federal Reserve hasn't even really started cutting rates yet. So the second half of the year is probably going to be more interesting, quotation marks, than the first half. And beautiful women are in the news. Yeah, dude, super duper crazy days. This is the Andover end. Super crazy looking wild science fiction tornado. It was happening. This was taken by Josh Wells. Good job, Josh. Hope your mom is proud of you. Because this is excellent footage. of a super crazy looking tornado. Toto. Yellow Brick Road. Strong tornado near Rosalia. Hey, Mike, if you're out there, hope you're doing well. And everybody stay safe in Dorothytown. Reed Timmer really bringing his Chaser A-game today. Here, he's showing us his Dominator drone footage of destructive tornado in Andover, Kansas. In some ways, Reed is like Batman, except he's like Chaser Man. So not only does he have his Chaser mobile, he's got his Chaser drone. And he really, this was, I have this saying, and I don't mean to be a jerk. I try not to be a jerk. But to me, 99% of tornado videos are boring. This is not a boring tornado video. This one is super impressive. So you get a gold star from Asteroid Fight Club. Technically, it's a silver star because I think silver is better than gold. But what do I know? Yeah, dude, this is how crazy shit is. And the energy between now and the rest of the year, it's going to be a little more biblical. It's going to be a little more mythological. It's going to be a little more dangerous. It's going to be a little more crazy. So please stay cool. And yes, the hail has been absolutely, without a doubt, insane the last 10 days, if not more. So anytime a storm system starts and spins up tornadoes on day one, you can count on the fact that there may be tornadoes even outside of the danger zones until that storm leaves. It's almost like a rule, or a THORnews rule. And so this storm system sort of lasting, 4, 5, 6 days, a lot of places, including Texas, are going to be on the lookout for the next 5 days for possible tornadoes. And this whole shapes everything going on. It's so wild. And it's just like solar flare, 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 and quite a bit of sunspots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, we're at sunspot 3,000. That is great. Hey, I try to make short videos, but I guess I just really like talking to you. But I don't like to waste your time, so I like to have interesting things to say or interesting things to show. And this is definitely, absolutely, without a doubt, interesting. Also, let me show you something cool that I found. There is a giant cloud monster heat punching India right now as we speak. You can see his fist, his arms, his head, and then I don't know if that's a fist or a tentacle or a spiky thing. Anyway, he's over China mostly. And then he's like, bam, smacking the tail of India, which is weird. And so right now, India is having a super mega massive heat wave, talking 117 degrees in some spots, also Pakistan. And so that is, that's quite a, you can almost see horns on it. And so now he's growing horns as he lands his punch over India. So yeah, this is a story of fire and ice, like you got look at how cold it is and frozen and freezy here, and then right next door it's almost 100 degrees. There is so much we do not know about our planet, and there's so much we do not know about life, and there's so much we don't know about God. So I don't know, I would stay cool, but I would also like to take this chance to say, hey, guys, thank y'all very much for all the love and support you've given me at THORnews and as your Planetary Defense Commander and in Asteroid Fight Club. The fact that I get to do this job every single day of my life, I technically love my job. And so I'm just super duper absolutely grateful, without a doubt. And I will be here as long as you guys support me. And so thanks. And thanks for making it through a wild and crazy month. We are on war day, 64 now? So, and eclipse season is just about to begin. We got an eclipse tomorrow, but it's the middle of May, one that I'm worried about. It'll be a lunar eclipse. That'll happen over 40% of the United States of America. So, everybody stay cool. And please let me say the absolute thank you again to all of Asteroid Fight Club, including George, Nathan's Delivery, Cody, Mary, Tommy, Susan, William, Barbara, Tyler, and everybody out there who's super duper awesome. I hit my April THORnews fundraiser goal of $1,777 and even went over it a bit. You guys have just been so amazing to me with all your love and support over the years. So please stay cool and hang in there, but definitely, you know, Astro Fight Club, we've been training since, 2012, 2013 for the world to get wilder and what we call the grand transition. Though I do think better days are ahead of us, though that might not be till 2024, depending on how you're gauging it. So just be prepared for shit to get crazy. God is great, and you're pretty good too. Here we're looking at mixed precipitation for the next 48 hours. The red is like, hey, danger, you might get hail, you might get tornadoes, you might get wild and crazy crap. And so, we're now in the period where you get like, you usually get one storm every 3 to 5 days, and now you get like 2 storms within a 48-hour period. So, you know, it's eclipse season and it's retrograde season. So be ready. Okay, this video is a short 11 minutes. Talk to y'all soon. God bless everyone. Stay cool.